let's ask Chris, 'cause he's here now. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Welcome to the Friday show. Now, that's
much.
one extreme to the other.
I know, yeah.
Bungee to Iceland.
Not the frying pan into the fire.
But why? Why are you doing it?
It's all to raise money for 2 defibrillator machines to be installed at our school, or to be kept at our school and our sixth form centre. And they're roughly about £500 each. And so I'm looking to raise hopefully in the region of about £1,000 to have one on both of our sites that I teach on.
Now, some people, I'm not taking it away from them, but maybe they do a sponsored jog. You know, maybe they do 5K. Or maybe they do a swim. You've decided to go for cycling across Iceland. Now, where did this idea come from?
Well, it's a place that we go every year with our students anyhow. So we take our geography students to Iceland every year as part of their field trips.
That's so cool.
Oh, no,
I wish I'd gone to that school.
It's amazing. Yeah. Lots of schools do now, I think. And it's just a geographer's paradise. It's amazing. You can be driving along and you can see a glacier on one side of the road and a volcano on the other side of the road, and then you can walk behind waterfalls. You have blizzards, northern lights. So it's just got everything that, you know, in terms of landscapes that you would want to see and experience. And when we go with the school, we just kind of scratch on the surface of it, really. So I've always had the desire to go further into the country and to go across the centre of the country as well, which is pretty much inhospitable and there's nobody there and very remote and extreme and rough and barren. And so I thought, well, why not cycle across Iceland? It sounds like a good, hefty challenge. We found what was pretty convenient little campsite actually just off the side of the road. And just spin it around so you can see. And we kind of got our tents up here, our bivvies up here, and probably got down to bed at about 1 o'clock last night. So it's now about 6:30 in the morning, and we're just starting to rise. You can see here we've got a tiny little kind of shower block. There's a couple of showers there, a couple of toilets on the other side, and I'm about to go and have a bit of a freshen up because I feel a bit fuzzy. Okay, good morning. Here we are at Egilsstadir airport in the east of Iceland, and we have just dropped off, or just dropping off our hire car. We've just unloaded our bikes and we're packing them up, and we are about ready to go-ish. Everton, and we're having a rough morning. It's very wet and we're very cold, and we've got to pack up our tents. They're covered in water, and this is a bit miserable. Oh. In the north of Iceland. Done pretty much about 60 miles so far today, and it's been blooming tough going. The wind has now just kind of turned. We've just come round a headland of this fjord here, amazing fjord, and the wind now is in our favour for pretty much the first time today, but the first 50 miles or so have been very tough. We've had some massive mountain ranges that we've had to pass, and at the same time we've had headwinds kind of trying to blow us off them, and persistent rain as well. But the sun's out now, and we need to go over there, find somewhere that sells lots of food, and then just eat it all, because my energy levels are very low. They need to be topped up because we've got lots more riding to do today. Okay, this is yours. Cool, thanks very much. So here we are, having done some shopping, and we're loading up our bikes with lots of food. Let's have a look in David's bag. For the interior, we've still got about another 60 or 70 miles before we get onto this route. But when we get there, hopefully tomorrow, there aren't going to be too many shops, in fact any, for us to buy any provisions. So we've stocked up big time, and you can see in my bag I've got lots of nice things in there to help us through it. Okay, what David's doing here is he's making some bicycle-proof peanut butter. So these jars are really heavy, but actually if you just simply pour them into a bag, then they're absolutely fine, and what you end up with is something that looks like this, which is really good on something like this for breakfast. So that's what we're going to be eating for probably the next 4 meals. peanut butter on bread. Probably about 30 miles away from Akureyri to the south, and we've had a really good run. We left Akureyri probably about 2.5, 3 hours ago, and we've just clocked up probably about 35 miles, and we did a really good speed as well, so we kind of needed that because we were flagging a little bit this morning and we had quite a slow afternoon, and so we've just clocked up some good miles. So this valley that we've been riding up is just stunning. It's amazing. It's gone on like this for probably about 10-15 miles or so. Just an amazing U-shaped valley with kind of hanging clouds, very little traffic. Every so often you get a passing car like this, and we're heading up there, and just where those cars have come from is a pass right up to the right in the distance, just into the cloud, and that's about 5 miles away. And when we get up there, we'll be at the top of our climb, the biggest climb of the day, and then we start a 40 kilometres, about a 25 mile or so descent to our last bit of civilization before we go into the interior of the country.
Tall grass grows high and brown. Well, I dragged you straight in the muddy ground, and you sent me back to where I roamed. Well, I cursed and I cried, but now I know. Oh, now I know. To that hollow again. The moon was just a slip.
We've just finished for the night and clocked 121.5 miles today. We're staying in a field outside of town, which is just up there. It's not really a town. There's a small village called Formalio, and sleep here tonight. We'd hoped to go a little bit further, but the weather's not great on the top of the hills, and we came through some hefty mist earlier. It just makes everything a lot colder, so we've probably stopped maybe about 15 miles short than we would have liked, but the time is about 12 midnight. So we're going to settle down here for the night and head off a bit earlier tomorrow. Probably about 7. Good morning from Iceland, and we are on the long-awaited Kjolur route, which actually, the reason why I'm so chirpy is because I've only just started riding on it. I think 100 more miles of this, and might be less chirpy. But anyhow, the Kjolur route starts up there. You might just be able to see a bridge in the distance. Beyond that there's a little white dot, which is where we turned off the main Route 1 road to get to this, which is essentially an interior road which runs right through the heart of Iceland for 100 miles or so. And our challenge today is cycle it in its entirety from up there, 100 miles down there, and it goes up over a kind of a pass, I think, in a little while, onto a plateau, and gradually the scenery will become more barren and more lunar, and we will be riding on this kind of volcanic desert road, which is supposed to be spectacular, but could also be quite challenging on our derrieres. But we're going to give it a go. We're just tucking into some breakfast. We've done about 20 miles so far this morning. It's about 10:15, so we got on nicely, and we're anticipating doing hopefully another 100 miles today. We stopped at 1 o'clock last night. It was a late night. We're a bit short on sleep, but spirits are high in camp, aren't they? I think the lure of breakfast is responsible for that. So I'm going to dig out my bag of peanut butter. Here it is. Oh god, it hurts to bend. And there is my peanut butter. And I'm going to make myself some sandwiches using my spork down there. Lovely stuff. You disgusting beast. Yeah. This is a bag of vomit. Oh god, you're disgusting. That sheep.
So, baby vomits.
If only it was a spife and not a sport.
This is,
Oh, I see. Yeah, curve it from underneath. Yeah, look at that, mate.
spread it around a bit.
Alright. Everything okay? All good? Sheep sound.
is about 30 miles into the Kjolur route, and you can see behind me I've just come down that hill, and if I spin it around this way you can see that that's the road off in the distance. Time is 2:30. Today we've done 45 miles. Need to do 120 miles today, and it's all on rough road, which just makes things a lot harder. So mentally we're struggling a bit today, not to mention our bodies are starting to kind of resist and scream at us. So we've just got to keep going. We've just kind of worked it out that we've probably got maybe another 8 or 9 hours riding left to do today. So last night we went till after midnight. Tonight we're going to go till after midnight. We've got to get to Gullfoss, which is a waterfall 75 miles away. We were struggling. We stopped, found a place amazingly in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of here, like a bunk barn place that was selling coffee and selling chocolate cake, and so we properly stocked up, and when we came out of that place, we got up, and it was directly from the north, but it's about 14-15 miles an hour directly behind us. Luminek is making a hell of a difference. So I've just done the last 11 miles in about 35-40 minutes. I've been averaging, I don't know, I can't work it out, but probably about 18 miles an hour, and that's I've gone ahead of David, but you might be able to see him. He's just kind of coming up in the distance. He's doing a hell of a job.
I mean, sort of it is. Yeah, it's the highest point we've been in a long time. No, I think it's like awesome headwind and tailwind. That sounds big. Yeah, I'm going to pull over. Oh, it's not big at all. Yeah, I took the standard unit out and I put a bus engine in. Sideways slide. Goes back in. Did you catch my little sideways slide when you were doing your diary?
No, I don't think so.
Oh!
Look at that now.
It is lush. Proper lush.
Okay, alright.
It's right nice. How many miles to go tonight, guys? Well, it's 50 all the way back there, so I'd say about 35?
Really?
Maybe.
No. No way.
40?
I mean 50. What, 50 miles to go?
Yeah. Tonight?
No.
No. No, it was. It was 89 kilometres.
Yeah.
All the way over
Yeah.
at the baths.
At the baths, yeah.
And that would have been about 55 miles now. 55 miles. We must have,
What, 90?
yeah. We must have done a few, like, that was sort of 2 hours ago, and we've been going at about 12, 13
I reckon that
kilometres
was,
an hour.
I think we were there. We were about 68 miles.
Okay.
About 13 miles away.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, so we've got about 35 miles then.
Yeah, okay. Through that channel.
Whereabouts are we?
I reckon
Where's
we are.
Is there a name? Somewhere nearby.
Probably about here. About 35 is.
Okay.
And then if we look to our left, that's the end of Hofsjökull there. You can see it pretty much stops.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then Langjökull, which is Icelandic for long glacier,
Uh-huh.
still going all the way along,
Okay.
which would make sense because that's here.
So what's the nearest thing to us?
Hafnitvatn.
HAF?
H-V-I-T.
Oh, HVIT.
Yeah.
Oh.
A-R.
That one?
No.
Oh.
A-R. The one, that fourth one. That's it.
Ooh, cool. How many miles to go tonight, guys? Big hugs from me and the girls.
Oh, what a woman. Was that just now?
41 minutes ago. Wow, it was 41 minutes ago since we were at that resty stop. That's bonkers.
That's good.
Wow.
But once we pass that, we are on our way to Gullfoss.
I've said about 35 miles and morale is still high.
Oh, still high. I feel pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, me too. I'm loving. I think this wind has really, yeah.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You know if the campsite is far away from here?
Oh.
The one at the at the pools.
The first one.
There's one at the pool at Everberry.
Yes.
There are signs.
There
Yeah,
are
for
signs
sure.
that
Yes.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
go, you can follow the road, and there is another campsite.
That's right.
But
yeah.
it's far away.
Yeah.
So we are
Okay.
a little bit tired.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
are planning to
The
go
wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a killer.
Especially the wind.
Yeah.
Doing well.
cycle against the wind.
So hard.
Brutal. Yeah. Yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah.
How far have we got until the road?
To the road.
long
Maybe
way.
30 kilometers.
Yeah.
Or
Bit kilometers.
The road.
yes, once a couple
Asphalt, yeah.
30-35 kilometers. The problem is that it's rocky road and you cannot go fast.
That's it. That's it.
You have to take care.
There
Yeah.
is a.
Yes.
Yeah. That's been a good help.
It's okay with your wheels.
Yeah, so far.
So far, so good.
It's been okay.
Okay.
And the bikes have
Fingers crossed,
held
fine.
firm.
Yeah.
We've tried to do it all in one go today, this route.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll make it to Goldfoss.
Go first.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe in Belfast. It's nice.
Yeah. It's nice.
But you will arrive late.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We have sandwiches.
Food, you have energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
luck.
good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy.
See you.
Yeah.
Enjoy your trip.
And you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
I think my numbers were actually way out. I was like, I perhaps shouldn't have said any numbers. Just ahead there is a campsite, and ahead there is a climb, and a descent, and a flat bit.
Hi folks. Time is, I don't know, look at the time. Time is 10 to 9. Is that right? 25 past 8. Something's happened with my watch. 25 past 8, and we have done pretty much 91 miles, which in comparison to our 2 other days, I think is probably our best going.
Oh my goodness, it's open.
Amazing.
Struck gold.
Rice. There we go. Thank you. Just actually passed a Range Rover being pulled out of a ditch, but we are maybe 20 miles from Goldfoss waterfall. The road is still no better, here we go, but we've been told that soon, now that's a way to start a movie, soon the road should become tarmacked or asphalted, and we should be making full use of the headwind that's blowing from the north. That's where we come from, all the way down the Kjolur route today, and we're getting there. We're almost conquering it. Let's go. just come up this hill, come down an almighty pass from the Kjolur route. I think it's probably about 12:30. We've been going since 8 this morning, 110 miles, and we still are on this blooming route. No sign of tarmac in sight. Probably got about another 20 kilometres till camp.
Oh, yes. Oh. Gravel done. Achilles tendon done. Well, I still did better than that Land Rover Discovery. Yeah. Because that was on its back on a lorry. Oh, that is so much better.
So we've made it to camp. We've done about 117 miles today, and we finally made it off the Kjolur route onto the tarmac, and we've tried to find a spot that's sheltered. There's been a serious wind following us most of the day, but particularly this evening, tonight, and Gullfoss, where we're heading to, which is probably only about 5 or 6 miles down the road, is a really exposed spot. So we've been keeping an eye out for somewhere to stay, and the road is just up there. Probably can't really see that, but anyhow, we've walked down here, and this is where we're going to stay for the night. There's David. He's just setting up his camp, and there's my bike, and the plan is to camp somewhere down here. We've got a nice bit of flat grass. There's a few sheep about, but they're not causing any trouble. It's a nice entertainment. And you never know. There's a clear sky. We're as far as we can probably be away from any light pollution. We might even get a glimpse of the Northern Lights, who knows. What a good day.
I'm in love with you. Why am I love? I'm sending out signals from me, sending out signals, sending out signals to you, sending out signals.
one coming. Oh, hello. Well, that could have been a bit of GoPro action. Oh, you got it going.
Wake up, well I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, 'cause I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I broke, well I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing over you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Evening, folks. What's the time? About 1:30? 1:45, and we have just left the Blue Lagoon. We reached the Blue Lagoon, which is a big geothermal outdoor swimming pool. Reached here probably about 11:15 this evening, so we spent a couple of hours here basically just kind of easing our sore limbs. And where the sun's setting over there in the distance, that, if I move away from the sign, that is Keflavik Airport, which is 20 kilometres away, and that's where we've got to head now. So we've literally got 20 kilometres left of our journey, and when we get there it'll probably be about 3 o'clock, and tomorrow we have a flight leaving Keflavik Airport at 8:50, so we're just going to bed down somewhere in the airport, but we feel like we're almost there. We've got 20 more kilometres to do, as I say, and the next bit, the next kind of 7 kilometres is fairly straightforward, but then we join Route 1 again, and that's the main route from Keflavik to Reykjavik, which can sometimes be a bit busy. So we're going to see how we get on with that. It's been a good day today. It's been a bit of a slog, but generally we've had fairly good conditions. It's been the nicest day that we've had, and we've not had any major climbs or anything like that today. We've done lots of downhills, and in total, miles, David? 113 or 30? 113. 113. About 113 to 120 miles so far today. So it will end up being our biggest day because we've probably still got another 13 miles to go. Anyhow, I'll let you know how we get on when we get to the airport.
I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down as you do.
Well, we made it. Here we are at Keflavik Airport. It's about 3:30 in the morning. We've ridden for about 135 miles today, about 485 miles in total. We did it from Egilsstadir in the far north.
And welcome back to the midweek madness, the Channel 7 heaven, that is indeed the mustard show.
Yeah, still plenty left to come tonight, but first, do you remember geography teacher Chris Webster, who appeared on the show just over a week ago?
Well, Chris was about to embark on a colossal 500-mile journey on his bike across Iceland to raise money for some defibrillators for his own Bungay High School.
Well, we're pleased to report that Chris has since been in touch to tell us that he made it, which is wonderful, covering 500 miles in under 89 hours. He endured terribly difficult conditions and describes the whole journey as absolute hell. But he made it back for his flight with just 3 hours to spare, Mac. 3 hours.
Disappeared there.
Gone.
That's amazing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some wonderful pictures. But more importantly, he smashed his target of £1,000 and raised nearly £1,500, which has seen Bungay High School get 2 new defibrillators and an extra one for Chris's daughter's school.
And a huge well done to Chris. And don't forget, if you have any stories that are worth sharing, do get in touch with us on the address on the bottom of the screen.